Welcome to Silver Vitality Vault, your premier destination for mastering the art of longevity and unlocking the biological potential of your golden years. Today, I am going to share a secret that sounds almost too simple to be true, but I urge you to stay with me because the underlying science is absolutely revolutionary. Imagine a natural compound that costs less than your daily cup of coffee, takes less than 5 seconds to consume, and is supported by hundreds of peer-reviewed clinical studies. This isn't a miracle pill from a late-night infomercial. It is a fundamental biological fuel that has the power to transform your brain, your muscles, and your systemic health in ways that are currently shocking veteran medical researchers. We are talking about creatine monohydrate. While most people mistakenly believe this is a supplement reserved for bodybuilders and gym rats, the latest research reveals that this compound affects virtually every organ system in the human body. Clinical trials have demonstrated that just 5 grams daily can slash inflammation markers by up to 40%, boost memory recall scores in older adults by 20%, and increase raw muscle strength by 15%, even if you don't change a single thing about your current exercise routine. The most profound discovery, however, involves one particular organ that neurologists are now calling a game changer for aging populations. I will reveal exactly which organ benefits most and why the results of these studies left the scientific community absolutely stunned. But first, let me show you the cascade of benefits that occur the moment you introduce this 5-gram daily dose into your system. Before we unlock the vault, please share your age and where you are watching from in the comments below. We at Silver Vitality Vault read and reply to every single member of our community. Now let us begin with benefit number 5. Number 5, strengthening the muscular foundation without extra effort. Your muscles are never truly off. Even as you sit here watching this, your muscle fibers are constantly contracting, relaxing, and maintaining their structural integrity. This continuous work requires a specialized energy molecule called adenosine triphosphate, or ATP. Think of ATP as the universal battery that powers every single movement in your body. The problem is that your body only stores enough ATP for about 10 seconds of high-intensity activity. Once that battery is drained, you need a way to recharge it in milliseconds. This is where creatine becomes your biological savior. When you consume creatine monohydrate, your body converts it into phosphocreatine and stores it directly inside your muscle cells. When your ATP levels drop during any activity, whether it's lifting a heavy grocery bag or climbing a flight of stairs, phosphocreatine instantly donates a molecule to recharge the depleted ATP. This chemical reaction happens in the blink of an eye, providing your muscles with a nearly continuous energy supply. A landmark study in the Journal of Applied Physiology tracked 120 adults over 12 weeks. The group taking 5 grams of creatine daily increased their leg press strength by a massive 24% compared to just 12% in the placebo group. Perhaps more importantly for our community at Silver Vitality Vault, those who performed no additional exercise still showed an 8% increase in raw strength. Beyond strength, creatine is a potent anti-inflammatory agent for muscle tissue. Every time you move, you create microscopic tears in your muscles that trigger an inflammatory response. Research from McMaster University found that after 8 weeks of a 5-gram daily dose, inflammatory markers like IL-6 and TNF-alpha dropped by 33%. This translates to less morning soreness, faster recovery after a long walk, and a renewed ability to perform the daily tasks of independent living with ease. Number 4, cardiovascular protection and systemic inflammation reduction. It is easy to forget that your heart is the hardest working muscle in your entire body, beating roughly 100,000 times every single day without a single second of rest. Every one of those beats requires a massive surge of ATP. Just like your skeletal muscles, your heart relies on phosphocreatine reserves to keep the lights on. The research regarding creatine and heart health is particularly life-changing for the senior population. In a major clinical trial, patients taking 5 grams of creatine daily showed a 12% improvement in ejection fraction, a medical measurement of how effectively the heart pumps blood with each contraction. These participants also reported significantly less fatigue during daily activities and an 18% increase in their exercise capacity. The researchers also noted that C-reactive protein, CRP, a primary marker of systemic inflammation, dropped by 28% in the creatine group. This is vital because chronic inflammation is the hidden fire behind cardiovascular disease, damaging the lining of your blood vessels and promoting the formation of dangerous arterial plaque. By reducing oxidative stress markers by 22%, creatine acts as a shield for your entire cardiovascular system. Furthermore, creatine supports the health of the endothelium, the paper-thin layer of cells lining your blood vessels. A study from the University of Saskatchewan found that creatine improved flow-mediated dilation by 14%. This means your blood vessels become more flexible and better at expanding, which is a key factor in maintaining healthy blood pressure as we age. At Silver Vitality Vault, we always recommend consulting your doctor before starting any new supplement, especially if you take heart medication, as your improved function may actually require a downward adjustment of your prescriptions. Number 3. Skeletal regeneration and bone density preservation. Most people mistakenly view their bones as static, rock-like structures, but your skeleton is a living, breathing tissue that is constantly breaking itself down and rebuilding. This process of bone remodeling is incredibly energy-intensive. The cells that build new bone, called osteoblasts, require a constant supply of ATP to do their job effectively. As we age, the breakdown process often begins to outpace the building process, leading to the brittle bones of osteoporosis. Creatine supplementation appears to shift this biological balance back in favor of bone building. This is especially critical for postmenopausal women who face accelerated bone loss due to declining estrogen. A groundbreaking 12-month study from the University of Regina found that women taking 5 grams of creatine daily, combined with light resistance training, saw a 3.2% increase in bone density in the femoral neck and a 4.7% increase in the lumbar spine. In the world of geriatric medicine, these are massive shifts that represent a significantly lower risk of life-altering fractures. Inflammation also plays a destructive role in bone loss. High levels of inflammatory cytokines activate the cells that eat bone tissue, while simultaneously paralyzing the cells that build it. Research from the University of Memphis found that 5 grams of creatine daily resulted in a 41% reduction in inflammatory markers within the bone marrow itself. Additionally, because creatine makes your muscles stronger, your muscles pull harder on your bones during movement. This mechanical stress is the primary signal that tells your body to deposit more minerals into the bone matrix. By taking 5 grams of creatine and performing simple bodyweight movements like squats or planks, you are providing your skeleton with both the energy to build and the signal to grow stronger. Number 2. Metabolic acceleration and adipose tissue inflammation drop. Your metabolism is the sum of every chemical reaction happening in your body at any given second. One of the most exciting aspects of creatine is its ability to increase lean body mass, which is everything in your body that isn't fat. Lean tissue is metabolically expensive, meaning it burns calories even while you are sitting on the couch or sleeping. By increasing your lean tissue, creatine effectively upgrades your metabolic engine. A meta-analysis of 22 different studies found that seniors taking 5 grams of creatine daily increased their lean mass by an average of 2.2 pounds. While that may sound small, that extra tissue burns an additional 50 to 70 calories per day. Over a year, that translates to burning up to 25,000 extra calories without any additional effort. This could lead to a passive fat loss of 5 to 7 pounds per year. Even more fascinating is what creatine does to the fat you already have. Visceral fat, the dangerous fat around your organs, isn't just a storage depot. It is an endocrine organ that pumps out inflammation. Research from the University of Oklahoma found that creatine supplementation reduced inflammatory genes in fat tissue by 37%. Creatine also significantly improves how your body manages blood sugar. By enhancing the ability of your muscle cells to absorb glucose, it acts as a natural insulin sensitizer. A clinical trial from the University of Florida with pre-diabetic adults found that 5 grams of creatine daily improved insulin sensitivity by 23%, and dropped fasting blood glucose by an average of 8 points. For our members at Silver Vitality Vault, this means creatine is a powerful tool for preventing the metabolic sluggishness that often leads to type 2 diabetes. Number 1. Cognitive sharpening and the elimination of neuroinflammation. We finally reached the most astonishing benefit of all, and the one that left researchers truly stunned. While your muscles use about 20% of your body's energy, your brain, which represents only 2% of your body weight, uses a staggering 20 to 25% of your total ATP. Your brain is an energy hog, and just like your muscles, it relies on the phosphocreatine backup system to maintain its high-speed processing. Neurologists are now discovering that brain fog, memory lapses, and even more serious cognitive decline are often rooted in bioenergetic failure, where the brain simply runs out of gas. When you take 5 grams of creatine daily, you are effectively supercharging your brain's battery. A major study showed that creatine improved working memory and intelligence test scores in older adults by a massive 20%. Perhaps the most revolutionary finding is creatine's effect on neuroinflammation. Inflammation in the brain is a primary driver of Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and clinical depression. Creatine has been shown to reduce markers of oxidative stress in the brain by 26%, while improving mitochondrial function by 18%. This leads to what many users describe as a lifting of the veil. Better mental clarity, improved mood stability, and a faster processing speed when trying to recall names or solve complex problems. The mechanism is simple. Creatine ensures that your neurons have a constant, uninterrupted supply of ATP, even during periods of high mental stress or sleep deprivation. It protects the brain's delicate circuitry from the metabolic brownouts that lead to cellular death. At Silver Vitality Vault, we believe that the cognitive protection provided by creatine is perhaps the single greatest reason for every person over 60 to consider this 5-gram daily ritual. The Silver Vitality Vault Promise. The beauty of creatine monohydrate lies in its absolute simplicity. You do not need a complicated loading phase, you do not need to cycle on and off, and you do not need to buy expensive, fancy versions of the supplement. Pure creatine monohydrate powder is the most researched and effective form. Simply mix 5 grams, roughly 1 teaspoon, into a glass of water or juice every single morning. Consistency is the key to unlocking the vault. Within 2 to 4 weeks, the phosphocreatine levels in your muscles, heart, bones, and brain will reach their peak saturation, and you will begin to feel the difference. You will notice more get up and go in the mornings, better clarity during your afternoon crossword puzzles, and a sense of physical resilience that you haven't felt in years. We want to hear from you at Silver Vitality Vault. Which of these benefits surprised you the most? Was it the brain sharpening effects, the bone building power, or the metabolic boost? If you have already tried creatine, please share your experience in the comments below. How has it changed your energy levels or your focus? Your story could be the inspiration that helps another member of our community take the first step toward a more vital life. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Silver Vitality Vault, and share this with someone you love who deserves to feel their best. Your health is a vault. Let's make sure it's full of vitality. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.